Just talking about the standards of East Front games. East Front games are judged by whether or not they can get the play balance right, about the Germans being able to almost knock the Russians out, but the Russians still being able to stabilize and hold. And that's hard to do. You have to get all the different strengths and weaknesses of different aspects of the war right for the two sides. The Germans have to have all their initial advantages of surprise and their stronger mobile forces and everything else working for them. The Russians have to have the ability to replace all their losses in a way that will eventually stabilize the front by the first one or the second side, right? And there's a lot of games that fall at that hurdle, right? They make the Germans too strong and the Russians can't win, or they make the Russians so strong that the Germans have no chance, right? It's hard to get the play balance right there, and every time you change a rule, you have to see whether or not you're getting the play balance right, or the Germans having a chance in 41-42, but not being always able to just blow the Russians off. So there've been lots of changes back and forth in previous versions of this and at this con, as people are trying to break the game, trying to figure out if there's the right thing to do with the Germans that always wins, or the right thing to do with the Russians that always stops them. So the game has these mechanics like cards that give you special abilities, and yesterday some people, as the Russians, found a 2-card combo played a certain way that made it so they could always win, and the Germans had no chance. So they had to change some of the rules to address this. We're trying to play balance how much, put it this way, logistic reach there is on the Germans. That is, how far they can reach before they start running into supply problems. How fast they can recover from the supply problems and keep the pace to the next season. There are different scenarios in this that have been play tested separately. The Barbarossa, which just covers up until like September, and then the Operation Typhoon thing, which starts from the historical position the Germans reached then, shows the Battle of Moscow. Those have both been balanced, more or less, but the transition between is not. So it's often the case that when people play the game, they get farther as the Germans than the Germans got historically by the time of the beginning of Typhoon, and then Typhoon, instead of being a battle, turned into a blowout. Or when they try changing the balance here, it's gone too far the other way. So they're trying to get the tuning of that right, of what rule changes need to be there for the logistic stuff, for the card play, for the general strength of the two sides. And just comparing this to some other East Front games, it's got a lot more mechanics going on, so it's harder to try to balance it. In the Russian campaign, the old Avalon Hill game, the way that they got the play balance was they just had the amount of casualties that the Germans could inflict on the CRT as it was written was balanced against the typical Russian replacement rate, so that the Germans just couldn't kill the Russians fast enough. They didn't have enough turns, they didn't have enough time. Compared to this game, that was a much easier job because they had 2-month turns, so there were only a few turns for the Germans to inflict damage on the Russians before the Russians recovered. Here we got 1-week turns. It's a much longer sequence with a lot more going on, and getting the play balance right of how many losses the Russians are going to take versus how large their replacement rate is therefore much harder. Another game of similar genre that came before was Red Star Rising from Multi-Man Publishing, really designed by a guy who's actually the Castellano, as you mentioned, the Japanese designer. And that was a great game in terms of some mechanics, and some of the 42 and later scenarios were very challenging on both sides, but the play balance was just wrong for 1941. Inexperienced players could have an even game, but once you had a really good German player, they just blew the Russians off the board automatically, right, deterministically. And that game came out in the late 90s, revised in the early 2000s or so, but it's never been properly balanced for the 1941 scenarios. Between high-level players these days, the Germans just always win. So trying to get the play balance of this one right for that kind of thing before it's even released is one of the critical things we're after here. We want to make sure that when we release it, it's something where there's historical tension and real chances for both sides that are turning on the right things with how well they're playing. And not just sort of either baked in the script and it always comes out one way and what the players do doesn't matter, or on the other hand, one side always wins because they got too many advantages. It's too